In 2002, Daniel Kahneman was awarded the Nobel Prize for his work in behavioral economics, and more specifically, for his now famous prospect theory, in which he explains the difference in perception between gains and losses. In 2011, he published a book that quickly became an international reference and bestseller, Thinking Fast and Slow. In it, he describes two systems of brain function called System 1 and System 2. System 1, which is very fast, instinctive, always connected, even in the event of illness, stress, fatigue, or intense emotional state, consumes very little energy, processes information using heuristics, the famous shortcuts of thought, and makes mistakes. Its operation is based on an apprehension of a simple reality, or one that it simplifies in order to be able to use standard routines, i.e., processes already stored, notably in long-term procedural memory. System 2, which is much slower, more reasoned, quick to disconnect in order to preserve brain energy for future situations requiring power, and very energy-hungry, processes information through cognitive functions and makes fewer errors. Its operation is based on a detailed analysis of each situation, a search for solutions, and a call for creativity. In other words, it's supposed to kick in whenever a situation is new and complex. The two systems coexist and work in concert, even if System 1 is much more widely used for obvious reasons of energy conservation. The four-compartment toolbox, discussed in this video, comprises two families of behaviors, those geared towards rational reactions and those geared towards emotional reactions. We understand that emotional reactions are instinctive survival behaviors, except in rare cases in negotiation, where getting angry or pretending to accept everything is a manipulation strategy. The tools of assertiveness are useful in complicated cases where we need to react rationally and therefore much more slowly. People who think that responding from the hip, always having an argument to hand in all circumstances, or reacting in a climate of urgency are effective are quite mistaken and will certainly make more mistakes than others. Numerous exercises clearly show that very quick reactions to a situation lead to mistakes. Let's take an example. After reading the question, you have 5 seconds to write your answer on a piece of paper. No answer is also considered an answer. Ready to go? An animal sets off from point A to point B and covers the distance at a speed of 100 km/h, then returns to its starting point A at a speed of 50 km/h. What is its average speed over the whole distance? What is its average speed over its entire journey? Some of the participants I ask say that without knowing the distance AB, it's impossible to calculate the average speed. But this is not true. Most of the others, unable to see how to do the calculation, simplify the statement and calculate, without any difficulty this time, the average between 100 and 50 to answer 75. This is also false. The counterintuitive answer is 66.66 km/h. An engineer using System 1 to calculate the maximum weight a bridge can support. A doctor using the same system to plan treatment for a seriously ill patient. A lawyer designing a plea based on instinct. A traffic controller interpreting a complex situation in System 1 mode would be taking ill-considered risks with unacceptable consequences. In short, let's refuse to respond, reflect, make choices, or decide in a hurry. Assertiveness requires time to reflect before taking action.